defensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They'll run with Elliott. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
His 48-yard line.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And his kick is good.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check 50. Check 9. Shift.
This is Elliott. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Ezekiel.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 57 yards.
57-yard gain.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 23. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Chiefs 14, Cowboys 3.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. Back. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
To number 25.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Cowboys 3. Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
For the point after.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Mahomes pass.
First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
the tackle made.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Back to rush on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Cowboys 10. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 27-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. This could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Chiefs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
He was trying to get that to Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield.
But it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Final shot before the half from Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, He wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott now.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check 31, check 31. So we're going to 53. No.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And the lead is down to 4.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 28, Cowboys 24.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Open man, Lamb. It's complete.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Good.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. carry now for Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
After the penalty, it's Elliott.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
A first down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
38-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we're going to 54.
First down, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Elliott. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Punt, return of 9. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Ball carrier.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best in the bunch. On 1st down, Elliott. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Throwing, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Prescott on 1st down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
That's good.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And here it's just a simple question of whether or not the ball broke the plane. Well, I said it's simple. It's not really that simple. This could be really complicated.
We would love for it to be simple, to know that it did actually cross the plane of the goal line. But as you described, it is a difficult call. All it takes is a portion of the ball crossing that line. Now the officials have to determine if that happened.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try again with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 3-yard line. Today's final score.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Kansas City, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles.